Hi, how everybody's doing today? I did my speech on health versus wealth, and I think it's a pretty interesting topic. Due to the pandemic, whatever's going on today in this world, people value one over the other, and sometimes, in most cases, you need one to do with the other. My argument is basically health is better than wealth. I'd rather have my health than wealth, and then wealth comes with good health. But let's get into the speech. So basically, health is very important. So is wealth, right? In society, some value one over the other due to their circumstances. For example, one Greek physician, Herphilius, once said, "Health is when health is absent, wealth becomes useless." Makes so much sense. This was his valued opinion 2,000 years ago, but I still live by this theory till this day. So another good example is that affecting us today is COVID-19. Really, right? COVID-19 is a big thing that we're dealing with when it comes to health. The pandemic has made people lose money and gain money, so becoming more wealthy and becoming basically, not as wealthy as you were before the pandemic, which pertaining to your situation. So if you were healthy, you probably made more money during the pandemic. But if you were unhealthy, you probably lost a lot of money during the pandemic. Health is everything that makes and performs better as a human being. So basically, health makes you perform better in daily activities, go to work, take care of your kids. Better health just makes you perform better with everything. Being healthy today means basically wearing a 95 mask with the surgical mask, or just wearing either one, depending on your preference or depending on where you're at. Having a good diet, exercise, having a good lifestyle, proper lifestyle, getting vaccinated. Right now are these things that pertaining to being healthy nowadays, right? Um, it also comes with like being disciplined, and so does wealth. Wealth comes with being disciplined. You have to be able to go to work and get there on time. You're able to control uh, your lifestyle to where you're able to make more money, and you don't want to be having bad habits and being wealthy. It'll deter you from the wealth with bad habits. So basically, what is wealth, right? Everybody wants to know. Well, most people know what wealth is. Wealth is basically being able to save money, invest in different properties, different stocks, different things that make you more money. Um, these characteristics were taught by your family members, teachers, passed down by generations. What they call generational wealth. So if one family owns a business, they'll try to give it to their grandkids to keep generational wealth going. It's been going on a lot in our society. Especially, I see it in healthcare. I see it in the construction work field. I see it in every aspect of the job sector. You see that generational wealth is there. Having a good job will give people that financial freedom to save money and invest in different things. When you build a savings safety net, you will be able to financially meet the costs of unforeseeable emergencies and without having to increase credit card debt or asking families for loans, etc. So basically, it's just saying that it's good to have financial discipline because you don't want to have to beg and borrow money when you're in a hole. So that pertains to being wealthy. Another thing is how does wealth and how does health and wealth coincide with each other, right? That's a good question. You need to be healthy in order to work. You need any type of daily activities in your lifestyle. You need to be healthy, like I said before, and I mentioned that earlier. A good example is, like I said before, the pandemic. The pandemic allows us to be in certain decisions where we can make more money if we're healthy. For example, if you have a vaccine, if you're not positive for COVID, you can work a lot of hours in whatever field you're in. And but if your field saying that have to stay home because you're positive for COVID-19, then you might lose out on some money. Especially if the job is giving you sick leave or paid leave or paid time off during that time. And the government is not helping out right now at the moment due to a lot of unemployment issues. So it's hard to actually have an income if you're sick at the moment. So being healthy is very important right now. So another example during the pandemic is that restaurants, bars, establishments, and hospital sectors were closed first. This made it difficult for an older, young, or sick, healthy person to be even on a playing field when it comes to wealth. So I mentioned earlier, if you were young and healthy, you probably were making more money than somebody that was old and sick with COVID. A lot of people lost their jobs and were replaced by younger people because the older people either passed away due to COVID or decided not to come back due to COVID. So that's a big thing going on right now in the job world. And I'm gonna just conclude this with, saying why I think, health is more important. I think health is more important because without health, you can't have a good job because you'll be lacking in your scope of practice or you're lacking in your performance due to your health. They coincide with each other and it's very deep. It's important to roll out and create strategies to manage both so you can truly enjoy life and change benefits and opportunities. This can be a big argument for some people, but it is as easy choice for me. If I'm healthy, I can do more hours at work, like I said before, and do things my coworkers can't. So in the long run, being healthy makes you more money down the line. So I would advise everybody just to get a more healthy lifestyle if you haven't, because the world is not going to be getting better when it comes to the situation we're dealing with. So take care of yourself, and you'll make more money if you stay healthy.